Hey everyone, this is Dawn, RNY Dawn, and I'm trying to make a video quickly while my husband is out getting some lunch for himself. He works from home on Fridays, so I have to take advantage of the time I have. Today is February 12th, 2016, and today is day 10, I think, of my pre-op diet, and I'm down 10.4 pounds, which is awesome. I'm very excited. Just wanted to fill you in on a few things that have happened this week and get some updates in, and that's it. So I'll start with this week. I had my final nutritionist appointment and my final surgical appointment with my doctor. I met with him first, the surgeon, and we talked about my medical history since I've been there. It was pretty interesting. I had an endoscopy done in April of 2015, and they found evidence of Barrett's esophagus. However, my surgeon did another endoscopy in October and found no evidence of Barrett's esophagus, but did find a large hiatal hernia. So, which he said is why I have such bad reflux. So he said he could do another endoscopy and still keep my surgery date on the 17th. And if there was no evidence of Barrett's, then he could do the sleeve on me. And I really had thought about this. He had mentioned it before, actually, at my endoscopy. If there was no Barrett's, you could maybe have a sleeve. But I've done so much research and believe so strongly in the RNY gastric bypass that I'm sticking with the bypass. So that hasn't changed. So we just went over everything else. My H. pylori was fine. I was diagnosed with sleep apnea, so I have been using my CPAP every night since I got it, which was, I think, January 31st. And it's okay. It's kind of a pain to stay in one spot because the mask will leak if I move too much. So that's probably the biggest adjustment, but it's definitely getting easier. If you hear beeping, it's my work computer. We use a lot of messaging software, and there's a lot of beeping. So anyway, where was I? Oh, CPAP. I have to take my CPAP with me to the hospital. So, and I had to use it for 2 weeks before my surgery, or they could postpone my surgery. So I'm really glad I got all that figured out in time. After my surgeon's visit, I went to talk to the nutritionist, who was great, and she said I could have more food. So instead of just having broth and Jell-O, 1 banana, and popsicles, I could have chicken, hard-boiled egg, salad, olive oil and vinegar dressing, and vegetables. So I have been so happy about that. It has made my life so much easier, and I haven't been as grumpy. I'm not as hungry, and I'm not eating a lot. I'm definitely keeping my calories low, but having that mental something to chew on, like broccoli or green beans, is huge. I did admit to her that I cheated with green beans. I was making my family dinner. It was spaghetti, meatballs, and green beans, and I had like 1 or 2 green beans, but I totally fessed up, and she just kind of laughed. So it was fine. So in that meeting, we also talked about vitamins, and I'll show you. My office uses Bariatric Advantage. So first we did the multivitamin. She had samples, thankfully. So one multivitamin, it was a sprinkle on your food. Capsule you can tear apart and then sprinkle it, and the other is chewable. So I asked her what the difference was or what she thought, and she said that the ones you sprinkle in the food aren't that great. So I smelled them, and they smelled like rotten fish. So I tasted this one, Bariatric Advantage, and it was kind of like a large Finland Stones vitamin that tasted more like it had more minerals and stuff in it. I'm sure it does. So I got those, and then I also got the Bariatric Advantage Calcium Citrate Chews. I got the caramel flavor. She had samples of all of the flavors she had. I don't even remember. Chocolate, peanut butter, and caramel. I just asked her what the most popular was. She said caramel. I tried it. I liked it, so I picked it. It was pretty easy, and they're pretty good. I'm sure it might be hard after surgery to get them down, but it was fine. They tasted okay, and she said a lot of people consider them like a treat, so that was nice. Some other things I picked up: my anti-nausea medicine, my pain relief liquid Tylenol, and then something came in the mail. Sorry, which is kind of scary. I've never done this before. I have to give myself blood thinner injections after surgery once a day. So I got those in the mail. They'll show me how to do that in the hospital, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm sure it'll be fine. Many people do it. The needle, I can't see the needle. I'm sure it's small. I hope it's small. So that's that with the vitamins and visits that I've had this week with the doctor and the nutritionist. I'm so excited to see them next week, or my doctor at least next week, and everyone's been so supportive. Oh, my weight, I think I said I'm down 10.4 pounds, so I've gone from, 267.4 to, honestly, don't even remember what it was today, 10.4 pounds subtracted from that. And I feel really good, so that's, I think, one of the most important things is that I feel great. I'm staying busy with work. I'm so busy with work. Things this week kind of exploded, and I'm super busy, so that's helping the time go so fast. Today is supposed to be my last day working. I'd say in the office, but I work from home, so it's my last day working officially, but I will be working, I'm sure, throughout the weekend and probably Tuesday, just to finalize a few things and get emails out and get people what they need who are helping me out while I'm gone. Hospital. I check in Wednesday at 10:30, or I check in at 8:30, and I have my surgery supposed to be at 10:30. There are a couple other people on Instagram that are having surgery that Monday, and at the same hospital, I think, so we're going to miss each other by a couple days, which is kind of funny. I wish we were there together. But my plan is check in. My husband will stay with me and stay to make sure I get out of recovery okay, and then he'll come back with the girls. Our daycare is great. It's an in-home gate daycare, and the owner is a friend, and she said that she can keep the girls for dinner at her house, and they can sleep over if they need to, but I'm sure I'll send my husband home. Unless something crazy happens, I'm going to send him home to be with the kids and pick them up. And then he'll take them to daycare on Thursday, and he can come up and see me, same thing for Friday, and then come and bring me home. We're not telling the kids that I'm having surgery or going to the hospital. My almost 5-year-old, she's weird about death and dying. 2 of our dogs had to be put down while when she was 2.5, 3, and so when we say that they had to go to the doggy doctor and then they died, she kind of thinks anyone that goes to the hospital or doctor is very sick and might die. So I don't want to scare her. So we're telling her that I'm going on a trip, which I kind of am, and just leaving it at that. It's a personal decision. I don't want my kids to see me in the hospital. I don't want them to be scared. They're very young, and that's just what I think is best. So other people that do it, totally, that's your call, and that I totally think that's a personal thing. Totally support whatever you decide to do for your family, but this is what I'm doing for mine. My in-laws are coming Thursday, so they'll be here till Monday, I believe, and then my parents are supposed to come Tuesday. I'll find out today if they're coming or not, like the Tuesday after my surgery. I'll find out today if they're coming. There's some stuff going on with my dad's health that they have to take care of, so that's what I'm waiting on. But either way, if they can't come, it'll be fine. But if they can, it would be great to have my mom around. So I want to keep this under 10 minutes. I don't really have anything else to update on, but I will do another video Tuesday, the day before my surgery, while I'm alone, no one else home, just to check in. And then I'll probably, if I have a private room at the hospital, I'll do a quick update when I'm finished and free and out of surgery. So thanks for all the good thoughts, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.